What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing a scan tool by icarsoft. This is the CR Max P. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. For those that have followed my YouTube channel, you guys are aware that I do some scan tool review videos from time to time. This particular scan tool or manufacturer, I actually reached out to them because I actually haven't heard of it and I was curious to see what they have to offer. So I did reach out to them and they agreed to send me out this review unit so that I can make this video. This is not by any means a sponsored video. They did supply me the unit for a review, but I didn't receive any money in return. So this is going to be an honest review video for you guys that are interested in looking for a scan tool that offers free lifetime updates and is not going to break the bank. So this is what you're going to get in the box. You're going to get the adapter to charge your device. You're going to get a dongle that allows you to connect via Ethernet for online programming, like on some BMWs, some newer Chryslers. They require over the internet protocols. So that is what this is going to be used for. This is your USB-C charging cable. And this is another Ethernet cable that you connect to the top of the tablet itself. And that is pretty much everything you get in the box. You can get a video scope and a battery tester as well, and it does come with the instructions as well. And it did have a small microfiber cloth, which is pretty nice. I have glasses, so this is something that would come in handy for me so I don't scratch them up. This is the device itself. What we have right here is a 10-inch display on this tablet right here. This is the CR Max P. It does have up to 40 reset functions, 9 special hot functions like oil reset and stuff like that. Your mileage is going to vary depending on the vehicle that you're working on, but for the most part it's going to be able to do all that. Let's go ahead and quickly go through this tablet and show you guys what are some of the things that I like and some of the things that I didn't like. Let's go ahead and put this away so we don't lose it. And before we get into diagnosing, on the top right here, you're going to have your charging port along with the USB port. Power button is on the top right. We have a kickstand, which is plastic here, but it feels pretty durable. And on the back of the device, you are going to have a holder that holds the VCI. It does have a light on the VCI, which is pretty nice so that you can find the OBD2 port faster. And not a lot of scan tools have lights built into the VCI, which is a nice premium feature there. We have a speaker on the back of the device. We don't have a camera, and we also don't have a front-facing camera. I did add a screen protector on this device from a Google Home Max. As you can see here, it fits pretty close to the size of this display. So that is pretty much the outside. Let's take a look at the software side of things. And like I said, we are working on my 2005 Jaguar XJR with 97,000 miles, but it does have a check engine light and some issues. It wouldn't be a Jaguar if it didn't, right? Let's go ahead and quickly set this guy up so that we can test it out. Okay, so what we have here is our main menu. In here, what you're gonna find is your settings. You can also, like I said, you can get a video scope and a battery tester, which are sold separately. You can update the device. If I haven't mentioned it already, this does come with free lifetime updates, so it is going to be future proof. It does have USB-C, it does have 1 year manufacturer warranty, 64 gigs of RAM. As far as what it brings to the table in terms of specifications, I would say it is giving you a lot for your money in this price tag. So it does have a huge battery, which is 10,000 milliamp hours, so it's going to last quite a bit. So let's quickly go into the diagnose button. Normally all the scan tools that I've reviewed have a auto identify button or a auto VIN in the main menu. So that's kind of what I want to call this. This is where we have all our makes and models. This device doesn't have it. I did reach out to icarsoft and they did tell me that the higher end scan tools that they offer have the auto identify here. But this one does not. So if you want to buy like the one that's the next level up from this one, which is around $1,000, it does have the auto VIN in the main menu. That doesn't mean that this scan tool doesn't auto VIN. It does. It's just you kind of have to do one step more, and I'll show you guys here. Let's go look for Jaguar. All right, Jaguar. It's gonna go ahead and actually look for the dongle. It's gonna beep once it connects, and then it's gonna also auto ID or auto VIN. Let's go ahead and VIN identify. It is kind of hard to see on the camera here, guys, so I apologize. Let's read the VIN number. That's the one negative thing I would say about my camera. I think it's getting a little bit old. But as you guys can see here, it did pull up the VIN and it did it pretty quick. It tells us we're working with a 2004 Jaguar with the 4.2. So it does have auto VIN. You just kind of have to select the make and model first. I like to do auto scan when I'm first diagnosing a vehicle and kind of just give a quick scan of the whole vehicle before I touch it and after I touch it. Obviously, I do that for many reasons, but one of the reasons is when somebody touches your car and you get it back, you might think that they did something when in reality it was already there, or the problem was already there. So I kind of like to do this to cover my behind, if that makes sense, and avoid issues down the line with customers. I am a mechanic and I work on vehicles pretty much every day, so it just kind of became a part of my daily routine here. So as you can see, this Jaguar has a ton of issues. So these are some of the codes that this vehicle has. As you saw, we have a P1000. Just lets us know that the vehicle hasn't completed its self-testing protocol or self-testing procedure. P0171, it looks like bank 1 is lean and bank 2 is also lean, so we might have an issue there with the mass airflow sensor. Transmission control system electrical, that doesn't sound good. The flight recorder data, that just means somebody probably touched the fuel cutoff switch that these vehicles have. Issues with the alternator, it looks like. So just a whole bunch of P1000 codes. That just could mean that it, lost communication as well. Issues with the power steering. Quite a few issues here. As you can see here, this red font is a little bit hard for me to see and probably harder for you guys to see. I wish maybe this was a different color so that it would be easier on the eyes to see. Again, these are all the fault codes that the vehicle has in the PCM. It has quite a few. And the vehicle does run a little bit rough. Let's look at the view data. Let's see what we have there. On here you can look at all the live data, and something that I really like about this scan tool is just how big it is. I have been using other scan tools that are a little bit smaller, around 6 to 7 inches, and I kind of got used to that. But now that I have been using this bigger display on this tablet, I like this. I like having this big display. It makes it easier for me to find what I'm looking for. To me, all of this feels pretty solid and normal. I like that we have a search button so that we can quickly search for what we need. If I need to look at the temperature of the engine coolant or whatever the case might be, I can just type that in. It highlights it for me. I can change how I want to view it. If I want to add a graph, if I want to add a dial, whatever you would like to do, this guy is going to be able to do it. You can also change the degrees if you want Celsius, Fahrenheit, stuff like that. You can change it. You can also record. And also, if I forgot to mention, you can do screenshots. You can print out your reports and you can send them to the client as well. So it is nice to have that as well. Special functions. Let's see what kind of special functions we have under ECM. I actually didn't see any. So this car doesn't have any special functions that I can see here. So I'm not seeing throttle body reset, stuff like that. It might be that this vehicle just doesn't support it, or I might have to go to the actual hot functions or special functions. Also the same thing for transmission. I don't see it. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna erase all the codes because it has quite a few codes, and I'm gonna see what remains. I know that check engine light is probably gonna still be there, but I want to just kind of clear everything up. And let's see how long that takes to do. So it does everything pretty fast. Let's look at the parking brake. There is a fault that remained. Rear sounder circuit failure. We would have to look at that to see what is going on. It most likely is the rear sensor for the backup sensors that is bad. It probably should be an easy fix. We could look at the data as well for that. Might be an issue with the sensor. It says it's inactive. Okay. What I want to do is I want to see if this guy has any, if it lets me do any special functions on this car. This is a Jaguar, and it might be a little bit tough for this scan tool to do because sometimes Jaguars can be a pain in the butt. Let's go to services. On here we have the services, the 40 reset services that we can do. Let's do ETC, which should be for electronic throttle control. Let's go to Jaguar again. Let's see what it lets us do on the Jaguar. Let's see if it's gonna allow us to do a throttle body reset on this Jaguar. I read the VIN again. It has been pretty consistent, guys. It's not supported on this vehicle, it looks like it. So this is where I say that your mileage is gonna vary. Some vehicles just don't support these types of special functions. This car is a 2004, so it is quite a bit old. So it's not really the scan tool's fault. It's just that the car is an old car and it doesn't allow it to do those functions on this car. Like I said, guys, I have been using this guy for about 3 weeks now, and it has been my daily driver. There is just two things that I kind of don't like, and that is just the auto identify. I wish there was a button in the main menu, and I wish that the brightness of the display was a tad bit brighter. Aside from that, I really can't complain about the scan tool. Battery life is great. You guys saw we were at 33%. I've been recording for about 35 minutes, and the display is on full brightness. Other things that I would like to mention, it does have over the internet coding and diagnostics for newer vehicles. I was able to do auto off on my Charger as well, and it does do injector coding. I just did a BMW the other day. I post a lot of these things on my Instagram, so if you guys are not following me on there, definitely consider following me so that you guys can see what I'm up to. But yeah, guys, this is a quick video reviewing the icarsoft CR Max P. If you guys want more information or more videos on this scan tool, leave a comment down below and I'll try to make more videos on it. It is very hard for me to include everything in one video without making the video too long. So special thanks to icarsoft for supplying me this review unit for me to check out, and for giving my channel an opportunity to bring to you guys this video as well. I forgot to mention there is going to be a link in the video description down below along with the discount code so that you guys can take advantage of it if you are looking to purchase this device. I don't think you can go wrong with it, and honestly you can't really go wrong with a lot of scan tools, but this is one that I would recommend because it does have a big display, a big battery, everything that I like in a scan tool. It has free lifetime updates, and it gets the job done at a fraction of the cost. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.